Perkele!
Are you ready? Stand by!
I am not a Nazi. I would like to get that clear right at the beginning.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Really? Are you really
Totally.
sure?
Totally
This helmet
sure.
looks like a Nazi helmet.
It does, and that's because it is made by a German company on German tooling, exactly to the same pattern.
So
as
it was
the
made by
German
Nazis
helmet.
for not Nazis?
After the war, I think they would probably say they weren't Nazis.
Oh, that's right. You know, that's true. In 46, no one was a Nazi.
Yeah, not anyone smart.
No, good point.
At any rate, this is actually a legit Finnish. In fact, when I got this was an unissued Finnish pattern of, I believe, 1955 Army helmet that I bought in Helsinki. And I thought, you know what? If I wear this, people will think I am looking like a Nazi in the video. But it's too perfect not to wear it with my Finnish camo and my Finnish helmet and my Finnish rifle.
So should I title this stage video, Ian's Not a Nazi?
Perhaps.
Okay. On that note, let's talk about the stage. This was our fifth and final stage for today, and I'll be honest with you, I'm glad.
Yeah.
This whole thing's been a little bit of a dumpster fire for me. Stages 1 through 3 went okay. Stage 4 was absolutely awful, and 5 was not great.
Yeah, but you know what? This is a stage designed to look cool. You get to kick in a door, throw a flashbang grenade, and then blaze through a room.
And there can be fun involved in that. But you know, I think there's in my opinion, and people are going to say this is sour grapes, and it's not. Here's the deal: if it's a room clearing drill.
Well, wait, I know this one. In the standard tactical textbook, when you clear a room, you're supposed to burst into it.
Yes.
And run through it as quickly as possible.
You go through as fast as possible and just run past doorways and windows repeatedly. So what happens is they give you a 5-minute walkthrough on this, and you're supposed to, and this is where the competition world and the training world don't intersect well.
Yeah.
In that you're supposed to really memorize.
There were 19 paper targets on this stage.
19 paper targets, some of them no shoots, some of them little mini IPSCs, like on no shoots. One of them an activator that actually goes back and forth.
Which is why we were chucking the hammer at the activator as we came through the door.
Because it would decelerate and be stopped. And these targets present and unpresent themselves as you move through the structure.
Right.
So there's this skill set of coming in. I know I have 3 on the right, or 3 on the left, 1 on the right. Then I take a couple steps forward, 2 on the right, 1 on the left. Then I take a couple steps forward, 1 on the right, 1 on the left. And there are people that are good at that because they do that a lot. Right. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad skill.
Well, if you want to be a high-level competitive shooter, you have to develop that skill.
So in that note, we noticed most of our squad is leaving a few targets behind.
Yeah.
You left 1 behind?
I left 1.
I left 1 behind. Mine was one of the mini IPSCs that was in a window that I didn't see as I passed through. I saw
Mine was like this huge, gigantic, full-size thing.
I don't know if I glanced at it and saw a no shoot and didn't see the mini. I don't know what happened, but I missed it. I missed one. And
Usually the way that works is you get to one window and you don't shoot it, and you get to the next window and go, oh, I saw that one from the last one, I already got it.
So when the angles change and the targets disappear in the process of doing that, what happens is this encourages you to breach a room fastly and not judiciously.
Right. There are points in this process where you want to move quickly and decisively, and there are other parts where you want to be very slow and careful and deliberate.
Correct.
Slow and deliberate doesn't win matches.
So this is where I think a stage like this actually would be more interesting. If you want to run a breaching room stage scenario at a match that's time-based, because you can't score tactics, you can't score cover, you can't score methodology.
IDPA tries and it just
doesn't work. What you got to do is if you're going to do that and you want it to not convolute or contradict real world, you have to do it blind.
Yes.
So if you wanted to do this right, what you would do is people come up, there'd be a giant wall in the way. First shooter would come up, they would squat him. I know this is hard, that's why they don't do it.
Yeah.
But you come up and they'd be like, this is a room breaching stage. Put your gun down, you're going to bust the door, you're going to throw in this charge, you're going to grab your gun, you're going to charge it, you're going to go through and you're going to neutralize all targets.
Yeah.
And that should be all you know about that stage. You don't know if there's hallways, doorways, windows, you don't know how if there's 19 targets, you don't know if there's 3 on the left, 2 on the right, all that's gone. Now you can have a competition that doesn't directly contradict real world mechanisms or methodologies. But when you have a 5-minute walkthrough, you can go, all right, I can memorize that. I know that. I know if I take 3 steps forward and I do this. This is where when the people say, competition gets you killed in the streets.
That's where it does.
It could. It could.
Well,
and so I'm not saying this is, I'm not trying to denigrate anything, but that's a skill set that emphasizes a competition skill set, not a real world skill set.
Right.
Shooting's always real world, I get that.
Yeah.
Hitting the targets is real world. But knowing where the targets are and memorizing them and doing them as fast as possible is where things get weird.
Yeah. But you sure do look cool. Yeah. Oh God, this would be so much cooler if it was blind.
And this, by the way, if this was blind, there would still be people that would drone. There'd be still people that would blitz through it. There's no doubt about it. There always are. The top is always the top. It's just what it is. But I bet you the general average times, even at the top, would greatly increase, especially if the penalties at that point for leaving stuff behind are exemplified.
Yeah.
Or exemplified, exaggerated.
Yeah.
So when you're going through and you're like, if a FTN, I don't even know what they are. FTN, a failure to engage, let's say it's 10 seconds.
Make it 30.
If you make it 30 because this is a breaching drill competition stage.
Yeah.
Now this run by stuff because you're trying to be super fast, that becomes less attractive.
It's more important not to run past the hypothetical guy with a gun who's now behind you.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So interesting, fun. Yeah. Neither one of us burned that down. Both of us had problems.
It's never a terror. It could always be a worse stage if you get to throw a flashbang. And I got to throw a hammer at a target. That's cool.
You got to throw a hammer.
They wouldn't let you muzzle strike that activator.
I asked if I could muzzle strike the activator, and they said no. And I'm like, I don't know why, because I wasn't going to shoot it. I was just going to muzzle strike it. It seemed like a Russian thing to do.
Totally Russian thing to do.
Oh well. Anyways, we're done for today. That was 5 today. We got 4 tomorrow. This is now a mandatory fun match for me. Tomorrow, all I got to do is just shoot because placement is not going to be what I wanted it to be.
I wonder if you'll end up doing better tomorrow without the push to try and do well.
There's still 4 more to go though. Yeah. And you know what? If I do worse, even if I burn down, if I dumpster fire 4 tomorrow, I'm going to do worse in the overall placement than if I don't dumpster fire 4. So for those 4 tomorrow, I need to do my best still.
Absolutely.
That's how that works. Let's
adapt, improvise, overcome, don't give up.
Fail and fail, but fail quickly. I haven't failed quickly today. I failed a couple times. So let's take that to heart. Let's try to do better tomorrow. And we got to get some rest for tonight.
And let's get some barbecue.
Oh, that's right, barbecue.
All right, we're out of here. Barbecue.
We'll see you the next stage.